The dog days, they're here.
Yeah.
908. And, well, we've had our problems with nudists from time to time.
Yeah, you could say that. And every time we talk with them.
Maybe inviting ourselves into some more problems, but guy's going to drive nude across Canada as a nudist trucker. Mark says he's kind of a big guy. I haven't seen the picture, but I guess it doesn't matter how big, how small you are, shape, size, breed, color. If you're interested in being nude, you're trying to get past all those labels. So they say. And of course, no nudist ever gets a boner.
No.
Oh, no, never. Do our best. Try and get past that concept. But the guy's going to, if he wants to be nude, he's going to be nude.
And there's no way to stop it. No, there's no way to stop it. If the earth wants to roll around the sun.
Arrows of neon and flashing marquees out on Main Street. Chicago, New York.
Let's see what we find out here.
Same street. A typical city involved in a typical daydream. Hang it up and see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah, is this Malcolm? Hey, Malcolm, Drew and Mike Show, WRIF Radio. How's it going?
Not bad. How are you?
Good. You're getting ready to drive across the country naked, right?
Well, no, we're not exactly doing it that way, but what's your call letters again?
WRIF.
RIF? And,
yeah.
Whereabouts are you?
In Detroit.
I thought I recognized you guys.
Yeah.
We won't be hitting Detroit, not this year anyway.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
We'd love to have your nude ass here.
Or maybe it's a blessing, depending on how beautiful you look nude.
Well, that's really not relevant to the issue.
Well, certainly it is. Why is that not relevant?
Well, it's people who wear clothes that are concerned about how you look. How you look and how you feel is really up to yourself and perhaps your partner, but it's not really anybody else's business.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. I mean, there's a million women out there that probably, if you came through Detroit, they couldn't wait to see what you look like nude, even though you're a nudist.
Well, as I say, the whole issue is irrelevant. That would be between me and the individual, and there's certainly nothing that I'd want to discuss or, that would be really relevant to anyone else.
Well, but we wear clothes, so it is kind of relevant. It's actually
it's really relevant to you. Yeah,
it's relevant to a lot of people who do not want to have nude people around them necessarily.
Yeah.
Certainly, you're exactly right.
Yeah,
it sure is. It is very relevant.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Anyway, so you got a couple minutes for us?
Oh, I thought that was a couple of minutes.
All right, how about a couple of minutes more?
Well, if you don't want to talk about it, it's okay. No, we just were on the subject. That's why we called.
Yeah. Since it is really just across Canada, it may not be something that that would fit very well. So we can leave it at that.
Okay, I thought we were under the impression that you were actually publicizing this.
Yeah, we are. But we sort of want to have a good discussion about it, and that's what we're after. And I don't know that you're up to that. So, but thanks for calling.
Well, let me ask you, what do you define as a good discussion? Hello?
Huh. Here's one of those nudists that are throwing a fit because we're talking about being naked and we're implying sexual overtones to the nudity, and he's throwing a fit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Drew and Mike Show on WRIF Radio. We were talking to Malcolm, and we got cut off.
Oh, okay. Just a moment, please.
Can I help you?
Yeah, hey, Malcolm. I'm sorry. We were just talking to you, and I think we got cut off. You were.
Oh, I thought we ended the conversation. We weren't going to do anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say goodbye or anything. I just you were gone, poof, and did you hang up on us?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I thought the conversation was over. We really have a lot going on today. I'm really, really busy.
Hey, you know what? I wanted to know though. What was it what was said that you were so upset about? Because I didn't want to. We didn't mean to offend you.
I'm not upset about anything. I'm just saying you're in Detroit, and this is a cross-Canada tour, and I'm not sure there's anything relevant. And we have a lot of Canadians that we need to talk to today. And
no, but you said something about you didn't feel that we were up to it, or you didn't think we could. And I didn't. I was upset because I felt like we did something, and I didn't know what exactly it was.
Oh no,
we're not that closed-minded.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have that impression. No, that's not at all. We just have we're really busy. We got a lot of media going on here today, especially a lot of radio. And we also have, a lot of writing reports and things that we have to do and articles we have to get out.
No, Malcolm, but you indicated something transpired that you that you didn't like, and I just want to know what it was.
there's nothing. Believe me. I mean, I don't know. I guess you're picking up a vibe that's not there. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you said you want to have a discussion or a fruitful discussion or something, but we weren't up to it, and I didn't know what you meant by that.
Oh, well, no, I just meant that you're in Detroit. It's not a relevant issue.
We're right next to Canada, though.
We're right in the border with Windsor. We have a ton of Canadian listeners.
We did an on-air thing. Was it this morning or was it yesterday? It's all running together with an AM station in Windsor, so we're pretty much covered out there.
You realize we reach more people in Windsor than any any 4 stations combined?
Oh, that's great to hear. Well, but like I said, we have a
okay, well, obviously you can't be...
I'm sorry if you feel that there's some kind of issue. There's not. It's
no, you indicated there was an issue. You indicated there was an issue, but you don't...
appointment set up for anything, and I would like to sort of, just get on to what we're doing. In about 10 minutes, I guess about 15 minutes, I have an interview with a radio station in Calgary, and I need to get prepared. And
well, it's too bad you can't be honest with us and let us know what upsets you, because I really...
well, now I'm being as honest with you as I can be. All I can do is tell you the truth. And if you want to get insulting, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not insulting. You indicated we were not up to the conversation.
It's not a relevant issue, and we'd love to be able to talk to you. But it's not a relevant issue for Detroit because it's a Canadian issue, and we could just leave it.
No, that's not what you indicated, and you're not being honest about what you said.
Geez, I'm sorry. Well, I've got a call coming in. Would you want to hold for a minute?
Sure.
Wow.
What? No, I'm on target, aren't I?
Oh my God.
Okay, we're not up to this.
Listen, of course.
I'm just mad he's using the hold trick.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can surprise him.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Canadian station on the other line here that we got to get an appointment set up. So, listen, I'm really sorry, guys, but maybe another time.
Well, nudity does not equal honesty.
So I got them on the line here. I got to go.
All right.
Talk
Whatever.
Bye bye.
Slob.
Somehow or another, I don't know whether he perceived that. I don't know, that the thing was going to be anti-nudist, or that we were going to look at this thing from a sexual perspective, or some damn thing, or whatever. But for him to sit there and talk about he wants to speak the truth and all this sort of thing, and he's the one that said you guys aren't up to it.
He's one of those people that he wants to have an interview, but it's almost like he just fax us the questions because
right, exactly.
He wants it to go a certain way. I love these people that just want it to be on their terms, and there are no other terms.
Right.
In fact, he can't even make a somewhat insulting remark and then be asked to explain it.
No.
I guess he should have faxed us a list of questions, the follow-up questions to his insulting remark, too, so we could have, The question would have been, so you must have a lot of interviews with Canadian stations who actually be more relevant to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, here we have a huge Canadian audience. That's not the issue.
Well, I was on an AM station in Windsor, so that about covered. I know. Of course, I lied and said we had 4 times the same amount. Did you believe me, by the way?
Yeah, actually, I did.
I think we have a lot of. I think we have a lot of listeners in Windsor.
Absolutely.
There's no question.
We know he hung up on us.
I know.
And he
did not say bye.
Right, and he's lying about that.
He may be the first person who actually has taken that on a sensitive note. The fact that, you were gone and no one said bye.
Yeah.
Most people get real sarcastic about that.
Oh, God, could he talk any faster?
I can't stand these people that cannot stop talking. And then, it's funny, the lady for the Linda McCartney exhibit.
Yeah.
What a blabbermouth. And then when you'd ask a question, you couldn't even finish the question before she'd start answering it again.
Every time.
Mark, did you say, how huge is he?
He is huge and really hairy.
I love these people that want to be so righteous and pass along their moral indignation that you're not up to the subject matter when he's going on a 9-week tour, driving nude across a country, and billing it as a wholesome family experience. Yeah, that's really wholesome. 5-year-old seeing your nude hairy ass getting out of your car.
Gross.
And we're not up to talking to you. Because you're so much better than us. I'll drive nude as much as I can. There's no sense in sitting in the seat all cramped by clothing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can't wait to drive in the car after your sweaty ass has been in it.
Yeah, like clothing takes up so much space. A summer shirt. Yeah, that takes up like 5 inches out from your arm. That's how thick fabric is. Sure.
I've about had it with these nudists who act as if clothing is so encumbering.
I'm pissed off with these nudists in general. I mean, look at this. Once again, man, there you go again. This goddamn big fat ass hairy. Sorry.
They can never acknowledge that there's any need for clothing either. It's like, yeah, we're playing softball nude. It's like, why would you want to slide around on a softball field nude? Oh, it's so much better. My God. How can anybody run in clothes?
Oh, I know.
Volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball.
So you have some guy jumping up the spike and his sack's right in your face.
Well, and you do dive for volleyballs. People do dive for volleyballs.
Yeah. Definitely. Look at the spiking by the net and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Tennis, all that. This guy.
I hope he loses his penis on this trip. Never finds it again.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it inverts. I hope by the time he's done, he has a vagina.
Yeah. Based on that conversation we had with him right away, out of the gate, did anything that bad happen to cause this guy to just shut the door forever on it?
Well, it's funny. When you said that, I knew I wasn't going to like it.
I know.
What did you say exactly?
Well, I said about coming to Detroit. He was trying to say that nobody in Detroit would want to have any interest in him. And I said, oh, come on. There's lots of girls down here that would want to see you nude and check you out.
Well, I knew he wasn't going to like that because, first of all, it implied that people equate nudity with sexuality. And second of all...
I know, that's what I mean.
I think it just probably bummed him out thinking about, people think that... or they don't know that I'm a fat slob, and that the truth of the matter is that no chick would be anything but screaming and maybe even crying. They'd be so upset if they saw him nude. But he brings women to tears with his nudity.
It's so heavy. Now I want to review the tape and find out where did this thing take.
We'll go back and listen to it.
Let's listen to it because I'm just curious.
We'll do it after the break.
I mean, I totally believe it's what I said. I know that, but I'm just curious how this guy could get that bent out of shape and have nothing to do with the interview based on whatever was said. It's amazing to me. I'd love to check it out.
Can we call him back at his email address and send him that picture of the nudist with the boner?
Yes.
Remember that photo?
Yeah. We need to send that to all nudists.
Yeah.
You're not kidding.
That's a prerequisite of an interview.
Yeah. Mark, where do you find that, by the way? Because people were asking where to see that on the web. It's a picture at a nudist resort of a couple, and they're kind of huggy bear, kissy facing in the water, and then they get out of the water, and the guy is turgid. He is steely hard.
We've got it on email. We could probably just post it.
Well, it's nudity.
Really?
Well, I'll find out where it's from.
Okay. And we'll review the tape when we come back. But as for the rest of the interview, just insert usual argument with nudists, as heard on the Drew and Mike show in every previous interview, where Drew and Mike make joke about someone getting hard at the sight of a good-looking woman.
Nudist gets mad.
Nudist gets furious, insists that they've never seen a hard-on in 40 years of nudity.
Right. Drew and Mike insist that that's not true.
That's impossible. Someone must have gotten hard. And then they say, no, but if it did happen, they would go in the pool,
and
or they'd put on a robe.
They have the towel.
Right. Or they'd be told to leave if it ever happens again.
Drew and Mike persist in adding sexual overtones to the whole issue of nudism. Nudist finally decides interview is not going the direction that they want it to go and never will.
But before leaving, informs us how sick we are and depraved. And it's too bad that we're not comfortable with our bodies and don't walk around nude in front of 2-year-olds and 8-year-olds like they do.
Right, exactly.
Then hangs up, which is a redial.
Right.
At which point we disparage them more brutally than ever to their face.
Exactly. There you go.
Not before stating that there was some sort of premature hang-up or something. I don't know. We got disconnected somehow.
Yeah. All I know is you weren't there and no one said bye. And then they restate how morally depraved we are.
Yeah.
And that it's unfortunate that we're not comfortable enough to be nude in front of 8-year-old kids.
Right. And then we end up, then the phones are put down, and then we proceed to rip them a new ass and express our disappointment with their views.
Like right now.
And then go to commercial.
So we just saved you about 5 minutes. We'll be back. We'll review the tape right after this on The Riff.